Hey divers, Alec, Peirce, Scuba Tech Tips. Here I'm back. I'm back at Dive Source Scuba, in Whitby, Oshawa, just on the 401, just east of Toronto, 10-15 minutes. And if you get a chance, drop in. Brand new dive store, all new staff, and great instructors, experience, and lots of neat stuff. I walked around with Kevin, and there were lots of neat things. And one thing we decided to talk about, that is an old topic, but it's always a good topic, and that is defogging your mask. Now, if you're a scuba diver, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a scuba diver, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Hit next and go to the next video, the one about the cars that all smash up and stupid drivers. But anyway, if you're a scuba diver, listen up, because this is a perpetual, eternal topic. When I started scuba diving, 1958, my first scuba dive. 1960, I took the scuba. They wouldn't let me start until I was 12 years old. Yeah, buggers. Anyway, a long time ago, even back then, defogging your mask was a big deal because we needed to know how much spit to spit into the mask to rub around. And we don't do that anymore. There's a simple reason for that, by the way. Maybe one of my other videos, you take a look back at defog. Is there a defog earlier? And tell you why we don't spit. It's got nothing to do with COVID, by the way. And then potato. Some divers, for a while, the rage was a potato. You keep a piece of raw potato and rub it around, which was great, except you kept the raw potato in your dive bag, and nobody could get near your dive bag when you undid the zipper. I ran away from the smell. But anyway, we don't need to worry about that today, because there are all kinds of fantastic, highly technical, scientific defoggers. All kinds of them. You go into any dive store and you'll see a display of different types of defoggers. One of my favorite from a good number of years ago was a product that was called, I'm serious, it was called Fog Off. Yeah, and a great little bottle, and it had a nice display, and on the bottle it said Fog Off. And I used to love carrying that one around on the dive boats. People got a kick out of it. I don't think it's made anymore, but there are all kinds of defogging. Here's one. This is a Tropical Seas mask defogger and cleaner, does both. And here's a really well-known one from a company called Gear Aid. Been around for many, many years, and this is called Sea Gold. I don't know why they chose the name Sea Gold, but hey, what the heck, it's a nice name. Got a gold cap. Maybe that's the reason. But this particular topic, for 2 minutes, I want to tell you how much defog do you use? Because I go down to dive sites occasionally, and a fellow shows up and he's got a brand new can here, 2 fluid ounces, 60 milliliter of defog, and he takes the lid off, and there you go. Oh, and everybody within 10 feet gets their mask defogged. And 2 dives. This should last 5 years. How much do you need? Well, you need very, very little. Let me read the instructions in the back of the Sea Gold product. It says on here, instructions, number 1, very technical. Apply 1 drop to the inside of a clean, dry lens, rub across the lens surface, and rinse twice. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps, that's it. Did you hear the first one? Apply 1 drop. 1 drop. This is an eyedropper type bottle. 1 drop is not very much. You would be able to feel it between your fingers. That's about it. This spray bottle is a little harder to judge. So what they say on this spray bottle is make 1 short spray. The sprayed area should be about the size of a quarter. It's not very much. Again, if you did it in your finger, you go away. The point is, you don't need very much. You do not need the mask to be all greasy and slimy inside. In fact, just the opposite. You don't want that, because what will happen is when you look through the mask when you're underwater, you get lines in there. Yeah, it's like looking through a bathroom shower door from the inside out, and it looks watery in lines, which makes. But no, point is, you don't need much. 1 drop. If it's a liquid, 1 short, tiny spray. And then, important, you haven't got much in there, so spread it around. And now it's 1 little drop. That small amount will spread, it'll cover the whole mask. Cover the whole mask, the whole inside carefully. And then, I know it seems counterproductive. Counterintuitive, I suppose, is the proper term. But then you got to rinse it off. What the hell, I just put it on. Yeah. Don't worry, it won't all come off. It's designed to stay on there. A rinse. And then a second rinse. Now, if you have fresh water to rinse it in on the dive boat or on the shore, that's great. But if not, seawater works really well too. 2 quick rinses. Don't touch it. Just rinse, and go diving. and it should work. If that doesn't work, it's not the fault of the defog, and it's not because you didn't put them on. It may be that there's that coating still on that mask that needs to be cleaned off. There are cleaners, special cleaners for that. C-Buff is one, and there's others as well. Or you can go back to my other videos that Kevin and I have made, and there's some instructions in there on how to clean your mask properly. I'll get Kevin to put a link on there for you. So there you go. How much defog? Not much is the answer. Very little. Okay? All right, just a tip. Hope there's something in there for you. Maybe that'll help you a little bit on your next dive, or if you're an instructor or teaching your students, not very much. I know dive stores, they want you to use this, you know, spray it on, use it to clean the windows in your car, because I don't think it's expensive, but they want you to buy it. No, not for diving. Alec, Peirce, Scuba Tech Tips. Talk to you soon.